So I went metal detecting on Sunday. Normally when I get back from metal detecting, I'll go through my finds pouch and just review the spoils of the day. I didn't do it this weekend because I thought it'd be interesting to do it on camera. That way you guys also get kind of an honest view of the average day metal detecting in the UK and on farmland. So you'll get a good idea of the typical sort of finds and things that you'll be digging up. So in my finds bag I have two sections. I have like the main section where I'll just chuck anything that's kind of tat, just go straight in there, and then there's a smaller section for anything that is interesting, and then, to be fair, anything that is clearly sort of special or something that I want to make sure doesn't get damaged in any way, doesn't go in the finds bag at all. I did find one of those items this weekend, but we'll save that to the end. I think first we'll go through the trash. I'll just dump it out. So yeah, chunk of metal, unidentifiable. As I say, this is all stuff that's just literally straight in the tat section of the finds bag. This looks like it could have been something at some point, but you never know idea that these days. Coin's always nice, even if it is a modern 10 pence. Can we see? Yeah, 1992. That's just a bracket for, I think, threaded rod would go in there. Maybe hold a pipe bracket or something. That is like a fabric reinforcement ring. So if you imagine like a bag, a leather bag or something, and then it's got the drawstring that just reinforces where they've put the holes in the material. So nothing exciting. Chicken foot. I don't know what that is, to be fair. Something with some ornamental shape to it, but it does feel fairly modern, if I'm being honest. Hence it's in the tat section. I think that's a badly shapen pewter button. Some people love buttons. I'm not a massive fan, to be honest, unless they're particularly decorative. This one clearly isn't, and it's only half of a button, so yeah, not interesting. Bit of trash. There's tin or foil. Yeah, tin, I think. Another bit of lead. Find a lot of lead. Sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's not. You should obviously always wash your hands after handling lead as well. Bit of trash. Bit more trash. More trash. Section of a buckle. Someone might be able to date that. I can't, to be honest. And yeah, not much point. I think it's probably fairly modern. The bane of every metal detector's life, that is a percussion cap from a shotgun cartridge. Yeah, you find them everywhere because of course you're metal detecting on farmland where they shoot shotguns. Trash, 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 trash. And that is a little pellet, I think. A little lead pellet from like a rifle or a pistol or something. So yeah, that's a typical bunch of trash that you'll dig up. There was a few interesting items. Yeah, so there was this. I think that it says the 7th there, so I'm going to guess it's quite modern. So I'm going to get the most modern monarch that's got the 7th after the name is Edward, I think. So that's like early 1900s, like 1908 or something like that, I think. But yeah, it's always nice to find something like that, if I'm honest. This was quite interesting. It's a coin. I don't think you could probably no you can't tell who the monarch is, to be fair. But someone chose to do that on the back of it. It's obviously got some story to it. One we'll never know, but yeah, I always find it interesting when you see it a lot. You see like coins that have been personalised in some way. It's always interesting. Thimble. not an uncommon find, to be honest. I think they used to use them loads in like the Victorian times, which was obviously a lot of hand sewing going on back then. Always an interesting item to find, because that was on someone's finger at some point, you know, protecting their finger. So it's got its own little story. That one's in a pretty bad shape, to be honest. Sometimes you get them really nice. Sometimes you get silver thimbles with initials on them, all sorts. I think that's a lead spindle whirl. I'm not sure of the technicalities, but it's something to do with cotton, I think, and it's like the weight, that part of an old-fashioned sewing machine as such, I think. And I quite like this little chicken, little lead chicken. Some child must have dropped that at some point out of their pocket into the middle of a farmer's field. Found a few animals in my time, lead animals. I found 2 horses, I think, a dog, and now a chicken. So yeah, they're, as weird as it might seem, they're keepies. I tend to keep them, you know, throw them in the like a compartmented box with different sort of categories, I suppose. So I'll sort them out and put them in there. And then the one item I found that was particularly interesting was this post-medieval token. I have done a little bit of research on this particular one. So yeah, so it's a jeton or counter. So although it looks like a coin, it's actually not. They're actually used for calculations. So it might be financial calculations and whatnot. Basically, you'd have like a white board. Well, I say white, it could be any colour, I suppose, and it'd have lines on it, and you would use these to sort of make calculations. It's similar to an abacus. So you'd put these along the lines, I believe, something like that. But yeah, they were used in place of coins to make calculations. This particular one, I don't know if you can see, but on one side it actually has the maker's name, which I'm about to butcher, but it's so it's German, and it's Hans Krauwinkel II, something like that. But the cool thing is because we've got his name, you can date it to between 1586 and 1635. So that's always nice when you can positively ID a find that you're not familiar with, if that makes sense. It's kind of the joy of the hobby, I suppose. So yeah, not the most fruitful day. No holy grails or, you know, diamond rings like a lot of these YouTube videos have you believe. They're not a daily occurrence, but this is a typical metal detecting. Typical day out metal detecting. You'll come back with 4, 5, 6, 7 interesting items, and if you're lucky, a hammered coin or 2, or possibly some Roman. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you'd let me know by, you know, either a comment or leave me a like, because I'm thinking we'll maybe make it into a series, and I'll do this every time I come back from metal detecting. Thanks for watching.